Hey, this is Sports Vibes TV. I'm your host, Keith NY, and unfortunately, the NBA has screwed over the Knicks once again. Tonight, we were coming into the NBA draft lottery expecting to at least get the fifth best pick. And unfortunately now, we've dropped down to only having the eighth pick. And if you look at the New York Knicks history, having picks either 6 through 8, we really haven't done the best job of, finding talent and making the best picks. For example, I'm just going to go through, the last decade and a half. 2003, we drafted Mike Sweetney. He was all right, I guess. Nothing special. Channing Frye. He didn't start to blossom until the end of his career when he started playing with LeBron James. He ended up being his flunky. Jordan Hill. Jordan Hill was nothing special. He ended up spending most of his time in the Lakers being a bench role player. Frank Ntilikina. Let's not even get into Frank. He's probably a nice person, but the fact that we picked Frank over Donovan Mitchell to this day irks me. Why they let Phil Jackson do what he did to this organization is beyond me. Even to this day, we're still dealing with the negative impact and the negative effects of his tenure here in New York. So you got Frank Ntilikina. We drafted Kevin Knox a couple years ago. He really has amounted to not much of anything. And then, we had an earlier pick with RJ, and RJ was the third pick. So right now, the track record for the New York Knicks when it comes to that, that picking in that 8 range isn't very good. I know Leon Rowe has brought in some scouts that are praised for their work in the NBA right now. But, I don't see the Knicks necessarily making the right decision with this 8th pick. At least if we were top 3, it's LaMelo, it's Edwards, or it's Wiseman. At least if they pick one of those 3, you can't really go wrong. And I was hoping we were going to get somewhere in that top 3. But now, if I'm going to post a pick, look at what ESPN Plus is saying, the Knicks are probably going to target at number 8. Just read what they're saying. Who does it remind you of? I'm not too happy about that. I came into this thinking we were going to get something, get a player or have the ability to draft a player that could be franchise changing. Last year, we thought we were going to be able to do that. And somehow the league let New Orleans and Memphis slide in front of us. And we ended up at RJ. Will RJ potentially become a good or a great player? Yeah. But as we've seen from their rookie years, he doesn't seem like he's that franchise changing talent. So to see us now not only fall outside of that top 3, but to also move back to number 8, as a Knicks fan, it's I don't understand. What are we supposed to do? Nothing breaks our way. As a Knicks fan, the bubble, we're not in it. All we can do is really hope for this draft lottery. And now to see all this time that we've been waiting and, hoping that something positive would happen, boom, slap in the face. We get the 8th pick. And not only that, we can't necessarily feel comfortable with the fact that we have a group put together to do the best with the 8th pick. Because time and time again, I read you the names. Time and time again, we've slipped up and messed up. Those are synonymous with the Knicks organization right now. And to add, more fuel to the fire with that KP trade, we ended up only getting the 27th pick because now the Mavs are in the playoffs and they're doing their thing. So as a Knicks fan, it's really kind of a rough time. Hopefully we have a new group running the team. Hopefully Leon Rowe knows what he's doing and he's able to make a good pick at 8. But I was reading that ESPN Plus article and I wasn't too happy about who they had selected. So if anything else comes up, I'm planning on doing a breakdown of some of the upcoming targets that the Knicks might reach out to. So if you are into something like that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, like the video, drop your comments. Let me know what you think. Are you just as upset as I am? Because, I was at work watching it and I'm like, oh my gosh, are you serious? Once again, this is Sports Vibes TV. I'm your host, Keith NY, and I'm out.